Hey guys, welcome to Protein Metal Music's YouTube channel with the host Helion, and we are here with the absolutely brilliant Damon from Carbon Black. So welcome, Damon.
Hey, how are you, man?
I'm good. How's yourself?
Oh, mate, it's 8 o'clock in the morning over here. It's a nice, bright, sunny day. So,
Cool. So Damon, could you introduce yourself and what you do within Carbon Black?
I'm the lead guitar player in Carbon Black. Been in the band for 10 years, celebrating 10 years. I've been with the same unit, which is outstanding achievement. Currently writing more songs for another release at the moment. That's what I was doing last night down here. Is just penning a few more riffs together and stuff to start the whole process again. So exciting times.
Yeah, so let's dive into some questions. Let me see. As a kid,
Sure.
As a kid, what were you listening to?
For me, my eldest brothers were into Kiss and AC/DC. So it's kind of seeing like the Kiss Alive 2 album and opening that inside cover and seeing the big stage show and the flames and the like Gene with his demon thing and stuff. And I was like, wow, man, that's where it's at. And then from that, because I was a kid BMX rider, so doing all the stunt riding and stuff. So I think it was about 1985. There was kids there that had a tape recorder on the side of the skate bowl with Metallica on a cassette. And then I was like, wow, man, who are these guys, And then it just started. It's never stopped. And then obviously getting into Ozzy Osbourne and stuff like that. You've got Randy Rhoads and Jake E. Lee and Zakk Wylde. And it's pretty hard not to be inspired by guitar players. And as you can see, the money's worth of gear behind me that I just invest all my money into playing. I play all the time, try and play as much as I can. Obviously work commitments and things like that, but music's always been a big thing for me, big part of my life. I think it will be till I always said that I'll play guitar even when I'm an old decrepit man in a wheelchair. I'll still be playing, so to some degree. But it's hard not to be inspired by the music growing up. That whole 80s, Metallica and Testament and the Ozzy Osbourne bands and Pantera. It was all there. What a time to be alive, right? With all these guys.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So who actually got you into listening to music? Well, was it like a family member, like your parents or a sibling, or was it just like?
My brother played acoustic guitar, but it wasn't sort of that. It was one of the guys that I used to ride BMX bikes with. I think I was about 15, and we were at his house late one night, and he's playing along to Creeping Death. Like, just had a little practice amp, and he's just playing along the first couple of riffs of that song. And it was the first time I really sort of saw it. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow, man, that sounds. And then I bought my first guitar, and then I didn't stop. I just haven't stopped. So I gave the BMX thing away. I just kind of lost interest and then moved on to music.
Yeah, cool. So who actually influenced, out of all the bands that you've listened to over the years, who was your sort of like main musician to say, like the main influence that you sort of like, I want to pick up the guitar and say, I want to play that?
I think the tribute to Randy Rhoads album was a turning point. Hearing Randy live, you know what I mean? And then sort of dissecting all the songs and learning riffs and solos and bits and pieces. So him and Zakk Wylde pretty much, I think. And then obviously after that was Dimebag, was the kind of the main cat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just sort of the heavier edge stuff, the more aggressive players,
Yeah, cool. So, were you in sort of like any bands prior to Carbon Black?
Actually, the first sort of main band I was really in was a band called Demigod in the late 90s, and our current drummer, Steve, he was a drummer in that band. So that was the connection there. And then after that band, I was in a band called Necrophist with his brother, Rob. So, and it wasn't until Carbon Black that I was in a band with the two brothers. Sort of actually came together, and that's where we're at now. I'm playing with Rob and with Steve, and a great singer named John. So,
cool.
Basically they're all guys that I've played with before, but it's a pretty small scene where we live. You know what I mean? You kind of know everybody or know of everybody. You know what I mean? It's it's pretty to come onto those sort of guys. Like Demigod was I wouldn't like to say it was ahead of its time, but for down here, it was a kind of band that is kind of like the footprint of where we're at now, sort of thing. With in terms of me and Steve, we still get together and write songs like we used to back in the day. The old tape recorder in the side of the room, you know what I mean, used to come up with a riff and a drum beat, and then start from that. There was no recording stuff that we had to, unless you went to a main studio. So we just now we put his drum beats on a computer and stuff, and then I sit there and sift through riffs and find and write things that work. And that's how we sort of form songs now. But it's I've always had a good working relationship with Steve since the 90s.
Cool. Yeah. So, what has Carbon Black been up to especially over the last 12 months?
Last 12 months, the new EP, getting that ready. We re-recorded the first EP that we did. Mainly for me, I thought it was important that because we had a different drummer and stuff then when we recorded the first songs, and it was a bit rushed after we came out of Necrophist to basically, we didn't want to drag anything over from the last band, me and Rob. So we said, right, let's start fresh. And it was basically written and recorded inside of 6 months and out there and started playing, sort of thing, to get moving. But it was important to re-record that with the current band and how we play the songs currently now. So basically the whole repertoire of songs is now the band as it is. So every single song that we've got and recorded, it's all recorded the same four guys, which I felt was important. We've done a few shows, but we're mainly focusing on writing another full-length album now. So it's just heads down, bums up, a million riffs going on, and trying to put things in place to get another cracking 10 songs, another album.
Cool. So we've got a question from my main moderator, Lisaboo, who, by the way, who loves Carbon Black. By the way,
awesome.
Totally loves the music. So she asks, Damon, what is your favourite song to play? Whether it be an original song of Carbon Black.
Carbon Black.
Yeah, either original Carbon Black song or yeah.
Deceive Deny, I think, is a big one. It's a big crowd favourite. The way it moves and flows. End of This is another one that is always in the set. That's a belter as well. I like playing all our songs. I like seeing the crowd reaction. We're a very bit different than some of the bands we play with. We get put on bills with a lot of thrash bands and stuff like that. So we always get people coming up to us going, "Oh wow, we didn't know you guys, with that sort of style." Very different sort of. People would say we sound like Pantera, Machine Heady, kind of disturbed kind of band in some structures of kick patterns and riffs and stuff. But with John on vocals, I think it gives it a different element that we're a little bit different than most of the bands that we play. But I love playing all our songs.
Cool.
Hearing the band nice and tight too, like everybody sort of when everybody's on.
Yeah, it's I know what you mean. Yeah, because one of my favorite songs by Carbon Black is "End of This." Yeah, it was the first song that I actually listened to from the band. and I've been sort of like been a big fan of yours for quite a while now, quite a while. So
Yeah, cool. No, so that's a belter song. It was one of those songs that came together fairly easily. Some songs are a bit harder. Some songs you like when you get to a writing block and you get a bit stuck, you sort of revisit it later. But that song, it just kind of wrote itself. It was just like one thing after the next, and it just, there it was, done. It really wasn't a push. But I feel that they're the best songs when you're writing a song. It's usually your first idea or your first sort of thing, and if it flows through fairly quickly, it doesn't sort of, it isn't too difficult to write. But I think that song represents the band very much, and everybody's playing styles and John's vocal ability and the guitar solo and stuff like that. You can obviously hear the influence of Dimebag and stuff in that sort of stuff. But yeah, love that song.
Yeah, cool. So do I. So we've got another question from Lisaboo,
Cool.
and she asks, what is your process for writing songs?
It usually starts with if Steve's got a drum pattern or maybe a guitar riff. Sort of when I get a good riff down and I kind of get on a flow, it's fairly easy. Like I said, it's easy to sort of to write as a riff comes together and stuff. I'm a bit critical with certain riffs. So usually this time around, I've been over at Steve's last week and I've just got compiled 3 different sort of drum ideas on machines, and then I'm just going to go through and just play over the top of it and find something that sits well, and then go, right, that's that riff, and then I'll just find another riff that tails off it. Usually either start with the chorus or maybe start with the intro. Depends. Some songs the intro is the chorus, or you might start with the verse, or it just how it feels. I kind of like getting all the other guys' input as well. I like everybody there, because I might be noodling on guitar and think, oh, something sucks, that sucks, and someone will go, no, I like that, do that twice, or it's very much a group effort to bring it in. Once the ball gets rolling, it's fairly easy, I find anyway. I've got this knack of sort of hearing a song finish before it's finished. I'll say play that 4, that 3, that 2 times. That's the verse, that's the chorus, and I like to get a skeleton format of verse, pre-chorus, chorus, and then do it by 2. Then that gives John something to write over, and then we can kind of find a direction. Then you sort of work on your middle 8 or your intro or your end or whatever. It takes a little while to get to the guitar solo side of things, but we get there in the end.
Cool. Thank you for that, Lisa. Right, you've mentioned that this EP is sort of like a re-recording of your first EP. Could we sort of like talk about the 5 songs that were on the EP?
Yeah, the first 5 songs there is a bit with like they've hung around forever. They've stood the test of time, those songs, and it was pretty uncanny considering there was no real throwaways. That was kind of like when we wrote the EP, it was 1 song, 2 song, 3 song, 4, when there was the original 5 songs, and it was just very inspiring because being put under a time crunch and put under pressure to get songs for recording, songs for playing live, the band had nothing. We weren't going to go out there and play covers, and it's odd, we had gigs before we had songs, so we had to write to a timeline, and it was just, they came out of nowhere. I remember when I came up with the original first riff that ended up being a bass riff. It was late at night, and it was just in my head. And I was in the shower, and I came down and just plugged the guitar in and recorded it on guitar, and then showed Rob the next day, and I said, that's the bass, that's what I hear as a bass part, you know what I mean? And it was just, it just all happened really quickly, like it was meant to happen. Like songs like Deceive, Deny, Mourn, Blood and Sacrifice, they're all still in the set, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't think there's any throwaways. It's we're pretty good that way. We don't sort of come out with half-baked ideas and then go, that sucks, throw it away. We kind of stay with it until it becomes a finished song, you know what I mean? And hooks and stuff like that, I think it's important. I've always said that what I feel is missing, especially in our area, is kind of like AC/DC are a very simple band, or a Bon Jovi songwriting formula. It's very simple, but in a heavier kind of way. I guess like the Metallica Black album, they were all cracking, short, hooky songs, you know what I mean? And I kind of always have that in my brain when I'm writing. I don't try and go for the overcomplicated things, because I feel that when you see people in the crowds and stuff like that, they want to move. They want something they can grasp onto, whether it's a vocal line, a guitar riff, or hooks. So I try and write with that in mind. I try and write as many hooky things as I can.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I've been to a lot of gigs, and it's every time that a band or a band plays a certain song, which is a crowd favorite, everybody starts moving. Everybody starts like going absolutely berserk because of a certain structure of the song, or a lyric, or like a guitar riff, or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's kind of we played with a lot of bands that you'll be impressed for the first 2 songs, and then by the time you get to song number 10 or whatever, you go, well, that's all the same kind of thing. So when I write, I try and write with that in mind again, to try and have something different. Like, what haven't we done? Like, should we grab a 7-string and do a 7-string song? Do we need one with a clean intro, something that starts with vocals straight away, or you know what I mean? Try and do something different. There's a reason why bands like Maiden and Metallica and Megadeth and Slayer are popular bands. You just got to look at their catalogue of songs that are very there's hooks in them, you know what I mean? And people grasp onto that sort of stuff. There are guys out there that like the proggy stuff. It kind of flexes the musical ability kind of thing. I'm a song kind of guy. I'll never forget when I first started getting into my V8 cars over here, and Supercharger Heaven by White Zombie come on that Crusty Demons video, and I was like, man, well, what's that? You know what I mean? It's like straight away it was the riffs, it was blinding, and I went, man, you got to write that sort of stuff. That's sort of where I'm from with songwriting. It's all about the hooks. It's all I always say to the guys at some gigs, and I'll walk past them and go, where are the songs, man? Like, great musos, great bands, but where's the songs? Like, you got to have songs. You got to have songs that people want to hear, that they can grasp onto and they can identify with, I guess. That's arguably why the Metallica Black album was one of the biggest albums in history, or Back in Black by AC/DC or whatever. It's because the hooky songs.
Yeah. I was going to say that, especially with say Back in Black, or The Razor's Edge by AC/DC. They all got like sort of like catchy songs. The songs which got like some major hooks in them to grab people, and it's just like excuse me. That's what AC/DC's been around for 50 years. Same with when Metallica's been around for 42, 43 years. Iron Maiden's been around since 1975. You know what I mean? It's like the wrote catchy songs.
Look at Sabbath, man. You know what I mean? It's Warpig still stands the test of time. You know what I mean? It's even a basic song that's like Paranoid, and that's what I've got in my head when I'm writing songs. It doesn't have to have 5 or 6 riffs and shit like that. It can have 2. You know, it can whatever flows and works. It's some songs don't come alive. Some songs I'll write to a drum beat and go, that's pretty boring. You know what I mean? And there's a song called Red Flag off the last offering that we did, and in its infancy, that song, I was kind of like, is that enough, or is it's kind of not really? And it wasn't until the vocal line went on it that it all made sense. You know what I mean? I think it's not making a cake, it's the sum of parts. You know what I mean? It's but But if you get a good hooky riff and a good drum beat and a good pattern sort of thing, I just know that it's going to be a good song, because the more you add to it, John's going to add a hook. You know, Rob's going to add his bass lines and hooky bass runs and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's when you know it's going to be a good song. But I've got one going at the moment that I was playing around with last night, and there's one riff in that song that I think's a cracker. I've just got to get the rest of it to live up to it. So leading in and leading out kind of thing. It's more of a chorusy kind of riff, a bit of a Lamb of Gotti kind of vibe. So, yeah, that should be a cracker, a belter when we get it done.
Cool. I was going to ask you, you mentioned that you are writing for the new, for a new album. Could you,
yep.
If you can, could you tell us a little bit about it?
New album, I think it's long overdue. Obviously, we recorded the last one going through the whole COVID schmozzle, and it was all kind of pieced together. So I'm looking forward to getting back in there, because there were some stages of the last recording where we were going in individually because you couldn't all be in the studio together. You know what I mean? The social distancing, hoo-ha, and all the rest of it. So I was very surprised that it came out as good as it did. You know, we had Tim Ripper Owens on one of the songs. It was mixed by Kevin Shirley, who did all the Maiden stuff and Dream Theater stuff. So there was bonuses because these people were in lockdown, right? They were looking at things to do, and we had a thing to do. You know what I mean? I guess we were one of the fortunate bands that we had the majority of the songs ready to go. I think, you know, when we went in there and stuff like that, it's kind of a surprise in a way. Like you'd go into your time in the studio and you'd go, wow, that was done. Like normally I'm there for the whole thing. So this time it was like a nice surprise to go in there and hear bits that I hadn't heard before, and I was kind of thinking on the fly and getting your parts locked in and stuff. And I think it came out really well. But the latest offering, I think we're back to the old all four of us together. You know what I mean? So it's going to make for better songs. More back to the end of this kind of vibe, where we can really lock in with each other and stuff like that, and really hone the parts before we go into the studio, rather than having to develop things in the studio. Sometimes pressure works good, but it's also good to have a well thought out plan before you actually go in there.
Yeah. True. Yeah. So, are you sort of like? Is there any plans on doing any sort of like new merchandise, like T-shirts, caps, stuff like that?
Oh, that's what I do, man. I do the whole lot. That's my main job. I do all merchandise and shirts and hats and everything. If I can put a print on it for Carbon Black, I'll put a print on it. We've done underpants, girls' G-strings, everything, hats. Everyone's got a bag, their travel bags all printed and stuff like that. Amp covers, picks, and everything. So yeah, man, we'll be doing the whole shoot match. I think for the new EP, the re-recorded EP, Principium 2.0, I've got shirts to do. So just I'll get through the Christmas hoo-ha, and I'm going to do a run of shirts and stuff. So I'm sure we'll shoot one over to you, man.
Cool. That'll be nice. So, is there any like staying on the sort of like merchandise side of things? Is there any plans on putting out any vinyl, whether it be for the re-recorded EP or one?
We have discussed that in the past. It is a big thing on Rob's hit list. Rob's a bit of a vinyl collector. I'll tell you what, it'd be nice to see. It'd be nice to have, take me back to being that 13-year-old kid in front of mum and dad's stereos with the glass doors and stuff. He used to sit there and analyse the album covers and read the lyrics and stuff like that while the album's going on and that. And it'd be good to have something of mine on that, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's definitely a possibility. We have spoke about it in the past and stuff like that, but obviously the cogs get moving fairly quickly sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I said, the first EP had to be done, slapped, recorded, out there to play gigs. And then the last one was through lockdown, so it's kind of, yeah, man, I dare say it'll be a thing. It'd be good to see.
Yeah, cool. I know there's quite a few people who come into the who watch the interviews and podcasts and stuff like that. They are they are some serious. I wouldn't say serious, but they love collecting vinyl. Love collecting vinyl. So, so right.
I think Mike Morford, who does the album.
Yeah.
Mike Morford, who does the album covers and stuff for us, and you have a look at his work, it's pretty sensational. I'd like to see some of that in bigger format in front of me, on an album cover. It'd be phenomenal.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that'd be great. That. So, with the re-recorded EP, and would you be sort of like going out on tour, whether it be?
Yeah, man. Starting in 2025, we'll be really pushing it hard and getting out there and doing a lot of shows. I think there's some already penned in. I'm unsure of the dates, but it's all starting now, sort of thing. We'll get our bums around Australia and the best we can. And obviously, there's a plan to once we get a new album, a full album done. Like there's obviously plans to go overseas and stuff like that. So there's a lot of cool things in the pipeline that we want to achieve as the four of us. So get it out there and get around. We've been pretty prolific with getting around this country, but we need to get around other countries too.
Cool. So if everything is organised, all the stars aligned, you've got the finances to financial backing, where would you love to go? Which country would you love to go first? First?
I'd like to go to Japan. That'd be one, and Europe and stuff. I was born in England. I came here when I was 3 years of age, so I've never been back. I'd like to go see where I was actually born, which would be a cool thing. Yeah, man. Any of the Europe stuff, Germany, I guess, Japan, those sort of places, man. I guess there's a few bands from here that have made a bit of movement around there, so we'd like to sort of follow and get out there and get playing, man.
Cool.
But yeah.
So, where can people find you on social media?
We got the Facebooks. We're on Spotify. We're on Instagram. We try and hit everywhere. It's mainly Spotify. Everything we've got's uploaded on there, so people can have a listen and stuff like that. If they like us, hit us on Facebook. Follow what we're doing. We're always uploading stupid things up there, videos and photos and everything. That kind of details the band and where we're at and what we're doing.
Cool. Now, for those people who are starting to get into listening to your music and really like what they're hearing, have you got a sort of like a merch store, like a merch shop?
Yeah, we've got a Bandcamp thing going on. We've always got shirts and stuff up there. Pretty detailed of what we've got. There's lots of shirts and the albums and everything, all hard copies of things.
Cool. So, all right. This is probably going to sort of like be my final question before we start wrapping things up for this part of the show. Any advice for people who want to become a musician?
They want to come and listen to it?
Who want to become a musician?
Just play, man. Play for the love of it. Play every day. Play as often as you can. Don't listen to girlfriends and go, I want to spend time with you. I don't want this, that. Just play, man. It's if it's part of your life, it's a big part of your life. Just play. It doesn't matter if you're, playing Wembley or you're playing your local club. If you enjoy what you're doing, that's the trick to everything. Everything in life, you got to enjoy what you're doing. Me, I was just a little kid that as soon as I used to look at the guitar and go, wow, I want one of those that you can see behind me. I've I've got over 120 guitars, man. I bought everything I've ever wanted. So, sure, it's cost a lot of money. Sure, you miss out on a lot of things, but if your thing is going out there drinking with your buddies and stuff, like, you know, prioritize things like that over playing, then you're not really going to get much out of it, man. So just play as much as you can. You know, the parties will come. Yeah, you just end up being the head of the party, you know what I mean, when you're on stage and out there playing and stuff like that. You can have a beer with people afterwards. Just, man, just play. That's the only advice I've got. Eddie Van Halen says it perfectly in one of his last videos. He said, just play every day, play as much as you can, play as often as you can, play with as many people as you can. The amount of stuff you can learn, whether the guy down the road's been playing for 10 minutes or been playing for 10 years, it's probably something you can learn from him, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, sound advice there, sound advice. This is going to be starting wrapping things up for this pot there, Damon. So, any final words before we sort of like for you to for us to continue on? But what's any final words?
Yeah, man, like just find us on all the socials, follow us. Our new music will be out soon. We're currently writing again now. Grab a hold of the re-recorded EP. It's great. The songs are a lot better than the first EP. They've actually been road tested. They've got Steve's on there now rather than the original drummer. Jono's vocal lines are miles better. So yeah, it's only on and upward, man, for our band. We're just strength to strength. Yeah, look out for us everywhere, man. Follow us. Definitely, we're a bunch of guys that love what we do. So, you know, there's no Learjets in the driveway. We're not millionaires. So, it's all about the fun side of things and buddies play music together.
Cool. Yeah, guys, go check out Carbon Black. They are absolutely amazing. I've been following these guys for what must be 3-4 years now, and they're absolutely brilliant. So go check them out. I know Lisa's been posting the links out to the band's socials and everything, and they're also down in the description as well. So go check them out. They are brilliant band. So, Damon, thank you so much for coming on. It's been a complete pleasure.
Thank you, man.
So,
speak soon. I'll make sure you get one of the new shirts in the mail for you.
Cheers, thank you. So, Damon, I will let you get off and have a brilliant rest of your day.
Yeah, it's about 30-odd degrees here, man. So I think I'm going to go and do a couple of bombs in the swimming pool and run around, have a bit of fun, and play a bit of guitar, write some more guitar riffs later in Sabo when the heat drops down a bit. So
yeah.
Legend, man.
Thank you, Damon. Thank you so much.
Cheers, man.
Right. Right. We're going to continue on with the show. We just going to get Lisa back on. Hey up, Lisa. How you doing?
Woo!
Well, what do you think? What do you think of it? Brilliant guy. Brilliant guy. Love that dude.
It was amazing. Thank you, Damon. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, and it is very early. Well, it's 8:30. It's 8:40 now in Australia, where he's at in Australia. Yeah. So thank you so much, Damon, for coming on. It's been a total pleasure. And guys, go check out Carbon Black. They are an amazing band. Yeah. So, Lisa, I need to go to the toilet because I forgot where to go before this. Should have went. But
I'll do with the grip. Yeah. Hi guys. Hope you guys are doing okay. All you guys catching us on the replay, thank you so much for coming in, and to all you in the comment section, hi, how you doing? Thank you for coming. So yeah, if you guys haven't already, please hit that like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell to all, so you don't miss any of the content, and we can get it to you as fast as we can, because then you get notified, right? So yeah, hit that notification bell. And thank you guys for being here. Yeah. So we're just waiting for Ell so we can get on with the podcast, and we're going to check out some cool bands. Helion Prime, Ablaze, Act of Sin, Mike Love, which is a request, by the way, and Havoc, Lives Lost, and Saor, 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 or Sour, or sorry for butchering it if I said it wrong. Yeah, guys. So we're gonna be doing some reviews here of some cool bands, and also as well we have Audioslave is another request. So yeah, Audioslave is going to be another request that we had from last week, and it will be Like a Stone, which is an amazing song. So yeah, we actually have 8 songs instead of 6 this week. So yeah, we got 8 this week. So yeah. All right, guys. We should be getting back to it here and doing our replay. I'm hearing a lot.
Yeah, I've just noticed.
I'm just hearing a lot of reverb there.
I'll be back in a second there, Kat. I'll be back in a second. Let's go refresh.
Okay. So I guess you guys got me for the next seconds. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And I do have gigs, but I think we're going to be doing those in a little, and after we do this after we do this segment. So yeah, we got Ell's picks coming up with Helion Prime, Ablaze, My Sorrow, Act of Sin, Mike Love, and then there's my choices, which are Havoc, Lives Lost, Saor, and Audioslave. So yeah. And I was just gonna say, if you guys are liking a certain band or a certain song, please let us know in the comment section there, the band and the song. No links, just the band and the song. And if you are a band and would like to get in touch and have an interview, please let us know in the comment section, or give Ell a message on your Instagram or your Twitter. Which one's better?
Either Instagram or email.
Or email. So
yeah.
Project Metal 2015@gmail.com, right?
Yeah, I've just posted the link in the chat there. Project M Music 2015@gmail.com. Either there, if you're a band, send us a message over with a little bit of detail so I can check you out, and then we go from there. Mm-hmm. Or if you go to Instagram, Project Metal Music, you'll find me there over on Instagram. So yeah. Right.
And
yeah.
And if you guys can support the channel in any way, there's a link in the description there for PayPal, just for some tech upgrading. So if you guys can, please donate, so then we can get some upgrades. So thank you. And if you can't, no problem. Just hit the like, share, subscribe, and yeah, and thank you for being here. Replay crew, hi.
Hey-o. Hey-o.
Yeah.
Yeah. I keep saying hey up all the time, and I blame Steph for that in a good way.
I say it all the time now too. So
Yeah. So thank you, Steph, for that one.
Thank you.
Good.
That and cow bag and
fuck pig.
Oh no, cactus, chili oil,
backside.
There's a few good ones there.
Yeah. By the power of the goat sausage.
Goat sausage. Oh my goodness. Oh! I'll never forget when they went to that that candy store. Oh my god. And that was the F pig. And remember when Steph went to that candy store and they were gonna put it on the M&Ms or something? What was it? M&Ms or
It was one of them.
Oh, it was so good. Yeah. So go check her out, guys.
Yeah, Steph the alternate.
Steph the alternate. Go check her out. And yeah, because we try to support all of our encompassing family, Popcorn Planet, Nerd Report, Grayson Report.
The Ravens flock.
Yeah, the Ravens flock. It's Kim, Steph the alternate. The encompassing family that we have. So yeah,
it's like with and then you got adjacent. Like you got legal vices, flux, MLS law, making MLS making law simple. There's Valhalla.
Yeah,
Jodie Conch.
Yeah.
There's Pascal Shaw. He's brilliant. He's funny, Pascal.
I like him too. Yeah, it's the bye thing he does. It's pretty awesome. Yeah.
He's then there's Mr. Melcher, Christopher Melcher. He's absolutely brilliant. You can find him on Twitter. Then you got John Witherspoon. He's on DC Lawyer over on Instagram. He's brilliant. He's very both Mr. Melcher and John Witherspoon, highly respected lawyers in America. Two brilliant people there. Brilliant insight. Brilliant insights.
And the beard lawyer. That's another one. Beard lawyer.
The beard lawyer. He's another one. He's got brilliant insight in his field.
Yeah.
So same with the legal vices. He's a brilliant lawyer in maritime law. Beard lawyer. He's sort of more of like the copyright side of things. Is that right?
Copyright, social media law. Like basically, he does other stuff too, but he does a lot of that work, like with social media and copyrights and patents and stuff like that. I think so. If I'm correct, sorry if I'm not about the patents part, but because sometimes like there's just so many areas of law. So if you need,
Yeah. Yeah, go on.
I was just gonna say, go check them out if you need a lawyer that's they're
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, Mr. Melcher is sort of like family law, divorce law.
Yeah.
He's that type of side of things.
Yeah.
Then there's John Witherspoon. He does sort of like general. Is it general law, or is it? Or has he got a speciality?
I'm
I
not.
can't
I'm
remember.
not. I'm not positive on that one. I think he does. I think he does a lot of different things. He definitely could put you in the right direction, and if he doesn't cover whatever you're needing,
Yeah.
I'm sure he could, point you in the right direction, as well as Mr. Melcher. Very, very smart men. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, great. Yeah, go check them out, guys. Same with Andy over on Popcorn Planet movie World.
Movie World. Yeah.
Steph the Alternate, and she's also doing bringing 2 new channels out.
Mhm.
Political nerd channel,
Mhm.
talking about like politics in general across from around the world,
Yeah.
and a fitness nerd where she talks about with Mr. Fox.
Yeah.
Hey up, Steph and Mr. Fox, how you doing? They sort of they talk about anything about fitness, whether it be training for something or
Yeah.
training in general, nutrition, stuff like that. So
Yeah. Well, Mr.
Yeah.
Fox is a personal trainer, so yeah, they'll be able to point you in the right direction as far as fitness. And I'm already subscribed to both, or to all three.
Yeah.
So all of the people we've talked about are subscribed
yeah,
to.
same here.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting more content.
Yeah.
Fitness nerd. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah.
up my game as well.
Yeah.
As much as I possibly can, because it never can hurt to be a little bit more active in life.
Yeah.
And that even if you have medical illness, you can still do something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can still get out there and move, right? That's what I always say.
Yeah.
Just move.
Yeah. Yeah. I try. Yeah. For me personally, I try to walk everywhere wherever possible.
Yeah.
Walking's good for you if you can, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And
We
it's
should get
nerd. Yeah, get going. Yeah, we've been on for 47 minutes, so
jibber jabber. A little bit of the
yeah.
jibber jabber.
Yeah, so like Lisa said, that we've got 8 bands this week. Like Lisa said, we normally have 6, usually possibly 7, but because of last week, the brilliant Carbonized and Rothound
and Astrid.
Astrid, yeah.
And Astrid, yeah.
Yeah. Hey up, Astrid. How you doing? Hey up, good. Hey up. So yeah, we got well, they sent us recommended 3 bands. We chose 2 for this week, and if anybody else wants any sort of like recommendations, please put them in the chat there, or put them in the comments after, and we'll get round to doing them. So, right, the first band is Helion Prime, and their song Question Everything. Question Everything. So, Lisa. Lisa, gorgeous Lisa. Take it away.
Well, the song title is I like it because I question everything.
Yeah.
And it's good to question. It's good to question everything, you don't you're not a sheep just going, right? It's good to question things, guys. I loved the use of the 3 vocalists on this song. and I really like the contrast between the three. Great drums on this, killer guitar solos and riffs, and the lyrics are like a story of humankind without the centuries, I guess would be the right word to use. Survival rested in our curious ways, woven deep in our DNA. It's a vocal history of our humankind, is what I put. Good transitions throughout the parts of the song. I liked the melody of this. I liked the orchestral backing and the choir. There was like a choir too, if I'm not mistaken.
It's like nice. in the background.
Yeah, I like that. I like that as well as the vocals. Cool visuals to the video. Cool guitar solo just over halfway. Awesome song, and I really like the addition of keyboards on this as well. So, yeah.
A little bit of a history. As you watched the video, did you recognize the girl? The girl on the left-hand side of the video.
She looked very familiar.
She was. I don't know. Yeah, she was the singer for Grave Shadow.
Ah, okay.
And for the song Like a Rust.
Cool. She looked so familiar, but I wasn't. And names are names are good.
And she's also the singer for Romulus.
Oh, cool. Cool.
So, yeah. Check out, we're going to be checking a little bit of the teaser. We're going to be checking out some Romulus in the coming weeks. So, stay tuned for that. And check out Grave Shadow as well. They are an amazing band as well. Amazing band. For me, I don't know if you saw obviously you did. The start of the video where they're sort of like doing like the sort of like spy type of thing.
Yes.
And they're sort of like the three singers were in sort of like three different areas.
Different locations, yeah. I liked the location of the male singers.
Yeah. Really, I really like that. I'm a bit partial. I live like literally a mile away from the coast, literally a mile away. So yeah. Love the band kick there. Then obviously they go through like sort of like all the speaking on radio communications, and the sort of like being all sort of like devious in the at the beginning, but the sort of like and everybody's piling back in all their feet back at this sort of like office type of thing, and then the singers kick in and start singing, and it's absolutely amazing. So I love that. And what got me about the song is the drummer. The drummer is absolutely insane on this. It does like the fast-paced beat, especially with the double kick pedal.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely brilliant. And yes, he's a bloody octopus octopus on this. He's all over the place. He's absolutely insane on the drums. He's in your face. He's belting out the beat on his song. And same with the bass. The bass is up front, in your face, and it's off the chain on this. I totally love that. And the guitar's absolutely brilliant on this. Amazing with all the riffs and the solos and the transitions and for me, sort of like you've got that absolutely insane like rhythm section with the bass and the drums, but to me the guitarists sort of like bridge the rhythm section to the singers.
Yes.
It's sort of like they sort of like bring them all together, if you know what I mean. The well rounded, the whole song is well rounded. The whole song is absolutely brilliant with everything. And yeah, there's like both the two female singers and the male singers, because they bounce off each other so well. They work really well together. So absolutely brilliant Prime. Oh, and do you know how they came up with the name Helion Prime?
Is that Helion Prime? Isn't that like? Oh, is that no? That's not Transformers. No, is
No.
it? No, but it's
No.
like it's.
That's Optimus Prime.
Yeah, I know, but it's like.
But it's not. It's not. It's not.
Something.
It's not.
Technology. It's what is that? See my brain.
Yeah. It is sci-fi. It is sci-fi.
Yeah.
You're on the right track. But I tell you, Helion Prime is the planet from the Chronicles of Riddick.
That's what it is. That
Yeah.
I love. That's what it is. I was like thinking because,
Because if you ever watched Pitch Black.
I love those movies. I have them. I have all.
Yeah.
I have the whole series.
If you cool. Yeah, if you take a look at the first film, Pitch Black.
Yeah.
There's the crash land on the ship crash lands on the planet, and it's like survivors. And do you know the several of them were being transported from one planet to Helion Prime, to a planet. That's the planet that we're going to. And in the second film, it's they're actually on Helion Prime. Now, I haven't seen the third one just yet, but I need to watch that because I want to watch. But yeah, it's Helion Prime is from the Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah.
So
they're amazing. I love.
Yeah.
So go watch those guys.
Yeah. So a little fun fact there. Little fun fact.
I just couldn't put my hands on it.
Yeah. Yeah. So moving on to the second song, which is Ablaze My Sorrow, and their song Black Waters. So Lisa, take it away.
Oh, I loved the ominous feel to this song. It was very, very spooky, kind of like just very ominous. The lyrics fit the dark energy of this song, and basically it's like it's reflecting on depression and the struggle of it. Dark but beautiful at the same time, and really emotional. Like you could feel the emotion from this song. The vocals was perfect for this, deep and brooding, and in some parts they were clean. I like that too, like the contrast between the two. Really good contrast. Good transitions throughout. Love the drums and the rhythm section on this. Great guitar riffs and solos, and I like the black and white of the video. Very fitting with the theme, like that kind of like depressing kind of feel, brooding kind of feel to the song. And love the section about 2/3 of the way through. Very emotional. Like that was like, to me, that was like a really emotional part that I could just feel. The guitar solo was brilliant with the vocals and the drums. I just loved that part of it. The video itself was very artistic and very well made as well. So that black and white, I love that. It's like film noir, you know. Very cool.
Yeah. For me, it's like totally get it. I love the video, the how they shot the video. You got the band in shadow, and you got like but the singer's a bit more out in the light, in slightly better lighting, and then you got like the guy pondering stuff in the whether it be in the restaurant or walking along the quayside. I'm not exactly sure where it is because he's walking past the bridge, and I thought it was San Francisco, but I don't think it is.
Well,
I don't think it is San Francisco. Is it Brooklyn?
It's a Swedish band, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure myself.
Yeah.
But I thought I recognised the bridge, but I could be, like I said, but yeah, but sort of like he's the guy who's walking along next to the quayside. He's sort of like thinking, he's contemplating a few things, and yeah, brilliantly shot, well made video to that. So for me, for the music wise of things. I love the sort of like the start of the song with like sort of like synth sort of like keys, sort of like bringing that sort of like, I wouldn't say ominous, but it's sort of like that foreboding type of thing at the beginning. So then you got the drums, then the drums kick in. Sort of like really sort of like solid, and there's sort of like I wouldn't say that they do sort of like that sort of like sort of like ominous type of drumming, but it was just like they got that sort of like slower beat to it. Yeah, so I really like the drums on this. Same with the bass is sort of like it's more upfront with the bass. So it's sort of like it's got like the bass is sort of like got slightly different sort of like counterpoint to the drums, but they still work together, so to speak. Still sort of like really good bass there. The guitars are good. Love the riffs on this as and the bridges as well. I love the sort of like the transitions between with the riffs. They go from one part to another, like going from like the chorus, the intro, the chorus, stuff like that, and the solos. That's it. I think it's either halfway through or just getting on for like the just 2/3 of the way through.
Yeah.
That's solo there. Excuse me. That was absolutely brilliant. That was a brilliant section. That part of the song there, really good, really good. And the vocals, especially like with like for the subject matter and the music as well. It fits in really well. Hey up, Rothound, how you doing? Rothound's in the bear chat.
Hi, Rothound.
Let's get the party started. That for me it's sort of like that strangled, raspy growl type of thing, which fits in with like brilliantly with like with like the subject matter, like I said, and the music as well.
Yeah.
It's really, really well.
Yeah.
Boo to work.
Gotta be done though.
But it's got to be done. It's got to be done.
Yeah.
Wish we didn't have to do it, like, but it's got to be done. Yeah, really. Yeah. So, I forgot to ask you, what was your rating for Helion Prime?
8.5. A strong 8.5.
Cool.
Yeah.
For me, 9, because I've actually listened to the whole album of Crushing Everything. I've literally listened to the whole album, and it's absolutely brilliant. So, Ablaze My Sorrow. What's your rating for them?
Definitely a 9, if not more. It was really good. I really liked the emotion. Yeah, it was very. You could just feel it, you know. And I like songs that can kind of, you know, like make you feel that. And yeah, so 9.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
9,
yeah.
not 9, like not no.
Yeah.
9, number 9.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, it's definitely I was like, I did put it at 8.5, but I was like, sort of like, after listening to it a couple of more times, I was just like, I'm sort of like leaning towards the 9 for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's brilliant band, brilliant song. And all the links to the videos and bands are down in the description as well. So if you want to check them out, please do. So yeah. So the next band is Act of Sin, and the song Broken Wing Syndrome. So take it away.
Well, I loved the thrash of this song. I loved that energy. Some really great transitions throughout this song. I love the faster pace of it to some slower sections. I like that. I like the vocal changes as well, from the rough, raspy scream to the cleaner vocals. I really like that. And the lyrics are really brooding and deep. And I had a hard time actually hearing the lyrics, but I got the gist of what they were trying to convey, though, as far as because broken wings syndrome is basically doing so much for others and at a detriment to yourself, because it's an actual syndrome, right? That's what that is. So yeah, so for me, I kind of knew what that they were, the emotion that they were trying to give. So yeah, very thought provoking. Loved the drums and the rhythm sections. The bass was really up front, which I loved. I love the guitar riffs and the solos, and the energy is really frantic. That thrash energy, right? I like that. And then it was slower in paces, which is a nice transition. So yeah, vocally great, musically well-rounded. They work really well together, and I liked the live setting of the video itself. I like that they were like, it was like playing live for the video. So I don't know if you actually were able to see what the lyrics were. I looked everywhere to try and find the lyrics for this song.
Yeah. I didn't have the chance. I didn't have the chance to actually find the lyrics.
I looked everywhere.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to know, like, because some songs, like, especially like, you know, like more of the black metal, the dark metal and stuff, like sometimes you get the feeling from it. You get the raspy, the deep vocalizing, but you kind of get the feeling from it. But as a person that loves lyrics, I like to know. I like to really I like to hear them and I like to see them. Like even just not so much hearing them, but even just to see them, so you know where they're taking it, right? As far as the feeling of the song. So
bear with me, guys. I'm just doing some live research for.
me and my lyrics. I tried to find them, but
I can't believe they just came up with this. I'm not making this up, guys. I've put in active sin, broken wing syndrome, lyrics, right?
and it comes up Spotify, right? I don't think you went this song for your wedding. I really don't.
That is what come up in the search. Church of England.
I forgot about that. Yeah, because it was like I knew the Spotify came up, and then it was all the psychological broken bird syndrome, broken wing syndrome, right? It was like all the syndromes, and it would not. And I even clicked on the Spotify link because it says lyrics, but there's no lyrics on Spotify that I could see. It was yeah. I like lyrics.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it's not that one. Even though I don't speak German.
I do some. I can speak some.
But I can.
That's
I
why
know
I
a few
could
words.
understand. That's why I could. It was so funny because when Bastian was doing a when he was in the chat the one time when he was doing a translator and I could understand what he was saying because it was funny.
Yeah.
Because I can understand some, but
No, I can't find the lyrics. I can't find the lyrics for you.
Rothound just put azlyrics.com.
Yeah, just check that for you. Right, go on to the next one that while I check, while I get the thing for you. So the next one is I can't remember who actually recommended this one.
I believe it was Astrid. It was Astrid. Yeah, Astrid Vissers did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike.
Do you want my rating?
Yeah. For the for active sin.
Yeah, 8.5. I first I gave I first I gave an 8, but it's more of an 8.5 for me. Yeah.
Thank you, Rothound. Yeah. Thank you, Rothound. Thank you, Rothound.
Mike Love, Babylon Control.
Yeah.
It's he I believe he's from Hawaii. Very a lot like reggae. It's a reggae, basically a reggae sound. So it is like I said, it's a departure from our usual reviews. But I liked it. I really liked it.
Same here.
I liked it. It was a good refresh. I said it was a good refresh for our musical taste buds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so interesting use of vocally using. It was like almost like using your mouth as an instrument when he was doing like the I don't
click, like stuff like clicking.
Yeah, it was like the pop and the click, and it what movie was that where you could do all the vocal, like all the noises and the sounds.
Police Academy.
Yeah.
Michael Winslow, we call him.
Yeah, it was amazing as far as being able to use your mouth like that, like as an instrument. different vocalizations, very interesting. I actually like reggae and the vibe, very, very laid back, very, very laid back. I actually really like the vibe. Great harmonies. I liked the acoustic guitar. Very laid back and feel the groove of it. The lyrics were telling a story. I loved it. Transitions were good throughout. Musically very interesting, and loved the energy of this. About 2/3 of the way through was cool when he started to use the slide on the guitar. That was interesting. Also cool how he was using his feet. He was using his feet to control like the sound.
Yeah, on the pedal boards.
Yeah, on the pedal board. So it was like that. I thought that was very interesting as well.
Yeah.
Very down to earth, very feeling a lot of emotions. So yeah, I really liked it. So yeah, Astrid, thank you.
Yeah, it's he's Rotten says yes, he does play percussion with vocals. So yeah. When I first for me when I first started to play the song Babylon Control, I was like thinking, what's he doing? But as I got a bit further into the song, he says, right, okay, he's using sort of like he's using his mouth and using it. If you ever watched if you saw the video, it goes from his sort of like his face down the pedal board, and he's using his feet to go through different parts of the board to enhance what he was actually doing with his, not only with his vocals but with the guitar as well.
Yeah.
But obviously he's got the overlay of sort of like the reggae, the reggae sort of like typical sort of like traditional way of doing reggae, with like the bass, the drums, and the sort of like there was a hint of electric guitar in there as well.
Yeah.
But the rest of it was actually him using his mouth, using his the guitar and his feet to go through different parts of the pedal board. I didn't quite see all what type of the boxes that he was using, but I noticed that he had two sort of like pedals.
Yeah.
On the pedal board as well. One was like sort of like for his for the guitar, and there's one for his microphone.
Mm-hmm.
So that, which was like, because I have actually seen them. I have actually seen them. Seeing the vocal one. For the vocalist, and obviously the guitar one's pretty much standard now in music now. Especially if you go and try to do the wah-wah type of style. Yeah, brilliant. With the drums, getting back to the sort of like the backing music. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does rock around. He does the loops with the pedal boards. He goes through these pedal boards. Says, "Oh, I want that one." And he does like sort of like a loop type of thing.
I just want to say sorry to Rodhound if Rodhound was the one that actually requested it. Sorry, I just want you to know that I'm sorry, because that sometimes things can get mixed up. So sorry. So it's like for the sort of like the backing music, I love the drums on this. It was subtle but good. You know what I mean? It's like the electric guitar again was subtle, but adds a little bit of richness to because obviously he's focusing on the song. He's focusing on the acoustic side of things. Yeah. Astrid, hey up. Hi, Astrid.
Yeah. So yeah. Now getting on to the acoustic. Mike did a brilliant, brilliant. But the acoustic was absolutely brilliant. Obviously, most of the time he does the acoustic side of things, but he also does like sort of like switches it out a little bit with like different sounds on the from the pedal board. But when he takes, if you watch the video, he sort of like quickly unstraps one side of the guitar, puts it down on his knee, and start using the slide. Oh, that was absolutely brilliant. And he not only uses his slide with his left hand on the neck of the guitar, but he also uses another sort of like slide with his right hand on the body of the guitar.
Yeah.
And it makes a brilliant sound. And then he's sort of like,
I was just going to say it kind of reminded me of Jeff Healey, because Jeff Healey was blind, right? So he would play with it on his legs like that, right?
Yeah.
So another one of my favorites, Jeff Healey. Yeah, I miss him.
Yeah. And then when he's finished when he's finished that part with the slides, he puts it back up on in the traditional sort of like way of playing the guitar, but he switches another to another pop box on the pedal board. He then which turns it into basically electric acoustic, but it actually sounds like a proper full-blown electric guitar.
Yeah.
Which I totally love. And basically, like I said, he's actually controlling all of this, what he does through this pedal board, and it's absolutely brilliant because he switches like from the vocal side of the pedal board, which sort of like helps him to like distort his vocals a little bit. Then he switches over to the guitar pedal, the guitar part of the board, and starts doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
So and totally got around. He is intense. He is intense.
Yeah.
He is intense, and the vocals, the ways, like I said, we sort of like with his vocals, with the clicking and the everything in his vocals, classic sort of like reggae type of vibe to him.
Yeah.
All right, okay. That's what just came in from Nerd Report. Hey up, Nerd Report. Hey up,
Thanks for coming over.
Yeah. Lewis is a good bloke. If you haven't subscribed to Nerd Report, go subscribe to him now.
And Grayson Report.
And Grayson Report. And Steph and Popcorn Planet and the Ravens Flock. I know the Ravens Flock has just started about 30 minutes ago. Go subscribe to them and to. Did I miss anybody out?
Kim.
Don't think I have.
Kim.
It's Kim. Can't forget. I can't believe it's Kim. It's Kim.
Well, between
naughty.
No, between the two of us, we can remember them all.
Yeah. So naughty, naughty, slap hand. Oh yes, the Ravens Flock. Totally. They're brilliant. Especially with the addition of Sienna Rose and Dragonfang.
Yeah, and K-Storm.
And K-Storm's been there. She's been there since day one.
Yeah. We try to support all of the, like I said, the family.
Yeah. So, what do you reckon to? What's your rating to Mike Love?
8.5. a strong 8.5.
Yeah.
Musically amazing. It was a nice, like I said, it was a nice departure from what we usually cover. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I need to be. My bottom needs to be spanked.
It's usually me. Oh. Oh. But like
Yeah.
I said, between the two of us,
Yeah.
we can remember.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah. For me, I first started. For me, I put down an 8, but after listening to it a couple of times, I was like, I was impressed. So I was like, I went to an 8.5. I went for an 8.5. So yeah.
Yeah. I think we're.
Uh,
I think
Yeah,
we're.
put it in the chat there, Bear Bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Astrid.
Next week we're gonna have.
Calio, we're going to be there. Astrid, we're going to be listening to Calio next week. That's on our list.
Yeah. And I already listened to them, so
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm already have them on my playlist. But I love having like suggestions and stuff like that. And it gets you guys, kind of involved, and yeah, love it.
Yeah. Yeah, because we already planned for for 6 bands to play to review today, but with you guys graciously, brilliantly sent us requests, we added 2 more. So because this segment usually takes us about an hour. And we've already been going for about now 26 minutes because we did an interview with the brilliant Carbon Black. So
and yes, Astrid, they're amazing. They're really great. So I think well I'll put them first on my list of bands is what I'll do, and then yeah, I'll put them first. Is there a song, Astrid? That's the other thing. Is there a song that you would like us to review, or if you have a favorite of theirs? Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
Just put it in the comment section there, so then I can do your favorite song. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, good musician, Mike Love, and the song Babylon Control. So going on to the next band, and the band is called Havoc, and Death is an Illusion. So because of Lisa did pick these the next 3 bands anyway. So I'll go first this time. Now, to me, they've got like that thrash, sort of like bit like Slayer, similar to Slayer in style in some places. Love the drums on this. They are literally in your face. They're fast paced and they're just like brutal on this. The bass is off the chain and works well with the drums, with the fast pace, with the pace and everything. So if you like these sort of like thrash, such as like Slayer or early Metallica or early Anthrax, and not much of like Megadeth, but if you like your sort of like early Metallica, early Slayer, or actually Slayer overall, you're gonna like this. Gonna like Havoc. The guitars for me are absolutely brutal. with the ferocity of the riffs and the solos round about the two-thirds of the way through mark. Was really, really cool. The vocals are solid with sort of like a slight growl on them. And the intensity of the vocals was absolutely brilliant. And brilliant band. So, Lisa, over to you.
I'm glad you like them. I try to incorporate some thrash because I know you like it, and they are from Colorado. They're Colorado thrash metal. So yeah, that intro came in fast. it kicked, like that intro really kicked. Drums and guitars just flew. Love the speed of this. Great rhythm section and the kick on the drums. That double was amazing. Very strong drums. Guitars are great, and solos and the riffs were sweet. Vocals fit the song so well. The raspy and deep with the fast speed I liked. 3/4 of the way through was a killer guitar solo. Transitions are good. Lyrics are dark and fierce. Eternal indestructible energy. It's not created nor destroyed. Death is an illusion. So it brought science to thrash metal.
Yeah.
brought science to this podcast today. Loved it. I love this song. Full of energy, and it's on my playlist. So it's something I listen to quite often. Cool. The actual video was pretty cool with the black and the white video. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I was just writing down the two songs that Astra's just saying there.
Okay.
So we do one song next week and another one the following time that we're on. But we will be on the 21st of December. Don't know about the 28th because it's in between New Year and Christmas and New Year. So we're going to be well, me and Lisa will be having a discussion about whether or not we're going to be what's going to happen over the Christmas and New Year. But we're definitely going to be back in the first Saturday in the New Year, which is the third.
I'd have to look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to do. I've just made the executive decision. Doing one next week. The one after, because we do sort of like do the sort of like a little bit of a series on bands. So because we want to see like sort of like the progression of it, because we've done it with Floor Jansen, we've done it with Grave Shadow, we've done it with several other bands as well. So we can actually Lisaboo can tell you with Floor Jansen starting out with her first band after forever, going to her pretty much the second band, then going into which is Revamp, then going into Nightwish, and her progression basically from 16 years old to where she is now in Nightwish. So
it was an amazing journey.
Yeah.
Which I'm still on, but on by myself, listening by myself. But yeah.
So we do sort of like follow bands and sort of like follow their progress, if you know what I mean, from basic start to the where they are now. So yeah. So yeah, right. Yeah, well, where are we? We've just done Havoc. So
Rating.
8.5 for
For
me.
me, it's a 9. Straight away, it's a 9.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I love this band.
Yeah, and for me, I do like. Don't get us wrong, I do love the band, but I need to listen to a bit more first. I do like the sort of like the thrash sort of like style to it. I do like the thrash style, thrash genre that they're in. So I do like that. So going on to Lives Lost with Chin Up Kid. Right, for me, love the drums and bass on this. As they have sort of like the intensity and the brutality as both are upfront and in your face. Totally love that. It's sort of like another sort of like another band, sort of like in the vein of sort of like thrash, speed, metalcore type of thing. But as it's hard for me to sort of like pinpoint one of the genres type of thing. Yeah, excuse me. And then there's the guitars are good with the riff transitions on this really good. The solos are good or real good as well. And I also love sort of like there's a little bit of acoustic guitar in the slow part round about. Where was it? About halfway through. It was just like a small acoustic guitar segment there. And there's also some strings in there as well, like violins, some violins in there as well, which is really that was really cool, really cool touch. I like the focus on this because it goes from sort of like growl, especially in the slow part. They go from like when they're like fast. It goes into the slow part. It goes from growl to clean and back to growl again, which I liked. So yeah, it's a really cool, really cool band, really cool song as well. So yeah. So Lisa, what's your take?
Well, they're from Hershey, Pennsylvania, so they're the birthplace of Hershey chocolate.
I was just when you said Hershey, is that something to do with the chocolate?
Yes, it's the birthplace of Hershey chocolate. So yeah, I always wanted to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a cool song. I like that how they had like the strings and stuff in the background too. It was, yeah, it's a cool band. And to me, they're very inspirational. Like, and I love the contrast between like the screamy, deep vocals and the clean vocals, and the backup vocals as well were really good. Awesome drums and rhythm section with the bass. Guitar solos are great. Some cool riffs. Lyrics are deep and feeling. I said, chin up, kid. There's hope to be found. You can't stop me from healing. So yeah, inspirational, very inspirational, and I like that. I like inspirational songs. I like the energy of this song, the great transitions between the heavier and the softer parts, and I really love this band, and they really work really well together, and with that like orchestral with a bit of the strings in behind there, it really added to the band. So yeah, chin up, kid. My dad always used to say that to me.
Yeah.
Keep your chin up. So
Yeah.
it has a special meaning to me. So
Yeah.
chin up, kid.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, they are a cool band, so I'd give them a solid 8. A solid 8.
Me, it's solid 8.5. If kind of leaning a little bit more, but solid 8.5. I'm gonna stick with that.
Yeah. For me, I need to listen. It's like with any band when you first listen to them, I want you
Mhm.
I want to listen to a little bit more before I turn around and say, oh yeah, they are a 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's,
Yeah. Well, you have to have room to grow, right? Yeah, I gotta have
yeah,
a little bit of
yeah,
leeway there.
yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah. Yeah, it's like with me, it's like with Flo Johnson. When I introduced Flo Johnson to Lisa, I think you started to around about 8.5 for her,
yeah, I think
and
it
then
started.
by
Yeah, yeah, it was like 8.5. Yeah.
but when you sort of like got to sort of like into sort of like Rayfam and then into Nightwish, I think you going to about what 9.5
Yeah. Yeah. And
because
then it became straight 10.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you heard the duet with I can't remember the guy's name, but the duet with Phantom of the Opera,
Yeah.
the Andrew Lloyd Webber Phantom of the Opera, not the Iron Maiden or not the Iron Maiden version. So yeah, you would say, that's the thing. I just thought I got to introduce you to Irene Jansen. Flo Johnson's sister.
Oh boy. Cool.
She's also a singer as well.
Cool.
Oh, cool. Astrid said, I also like hardcore music. Yeah, I like anything and everything. If it sounds good, it's a bit like us two as well. If it's, yeah, for me personally, I might listen to around about 70% of 70% of the music I listen to is basically rock and metal, but I do like other genres as well.
Yeah.
It depends. But for me, it depends on my mood.
Yeah.
So, Lisa,
Mine too.
yeah.
Mine too. Exactly. It depends on my mood and how I'm feeling, and yeah. Sometimes it's a classical day. Sometimes it's like more of a soft rock. Sometimes it's straight metal. So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's like 1 minute, literally one song. I could be listening to, say, Paganini or Strauss or something like that.
Yeah.
Then the next minute, I could be listening to like technical black metal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I go from one extreme to another, and yeah, so yeah,
And
it's
there's certain songs, because I see Rodhound, she likes to listen to it when driving, but you gotta be careful because certain songs, it's like you gotta watch your speed.
oh yeah, oh god, yeah. You don't want to be sort of like listening to, say, for instance, especially when you're driving, something like let me see,
Thunderstruck.
Thunderstruck or Run to the Hills by Iron Maiden or Enter
Oh,
Sandman by Metallica or you know what I
oh
mean.
my goodness.
There's hundreds and hundreds of songs. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's like yes, yeah. Like yeah. It's like with me. It's like I said, I could listen to Paganini or Strauss 1 minute, and then next minute I could listen to, say, Etta James or BB King or even bit of Donna Summer, if you know what I mean. And then the next minute I could be listening to, say, Watain or Rotting Christ or just you know what I mean, the real proper full on satanic metal, proper full on satanic metal.
Yeah.
It's whatever whatever would. That's the beauty of music. 1 minute you could be sort of like, oh, I fancy listening to, say, let's just say I fancy listening to Elvis Presley, and then next minute, says, I've just changed my mood again. I've just changed my mood. Let's play some AC/DC or Led Zeppelin or Black Sabbath. You know, maybe go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rodhound, we need to make a do not drive list. Do not drive to list.
Yeah.
One song,
Yeah.
it's a country song, but it's Alabama, and I'm in a hurry to get things done. Do not listen to while driving.
Yeah.
That or Radar Love. That's
Yeah.
the other one. Do not listen to while driving.
Yeah. I would say Grave Shadow. Yeah, Grave Shadow. Sea of Apparitions. Now that's a pretty fast song. Same with Damsel's Distress. Yeah, by Grave Shadow. Or Carbon Black, just what we just had on Carbon Black, the Damon from Carbon Black. End of This. Now that is a song that you want to avoid driving to, because that was just like that really, really, really aggressive.
I wrote it down too. I wanna listen to it after. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to do that. We'll have to do a do not drive to these.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good right round. You just give me a brilliant idea there. You just give me a brilliant idea. I've got a thing on it. Like a full on thing on it.
Another. Gonna write that down.
Drive. Yeah, right.
Just writing it down. Ninjaspi from Vancouver.
Oh, Vancouver.
Evolution of the skit. Evolution of the skit. Bear with us, guys.
Yeah, bear with us. Just so then.
Cool. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Spy and their song Speak.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ninja Spy. Got ya. And Speak. Right. Got ya. Got it. Ow. Itchy.
Cool.
Right. Okay. Right. We'll check it out.
We'll send you a playlist. We'll send you a mixtape. How about that?
Oh God, yeah. I could send you. I could send you. Bombard you with a lot of stuff there around.
MP3s. Here we go.
Yeah. Well, if my laptop was working, I could basically dump at least about 5,500 bands on the round, which is around about a terabyte of music on here.
Well, we'll do a playlist. We'll do a playlist too. Yeah, I think we need to do the playlist on the channel too. Have the playlist.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah,
we're getting easily distracted here. We're getting easily distracted.
squirrel.
It's not your fault, there, Lisa.
It's a squirrel moment.
Yeah, squirrel.
Yeah.
Us, Jamie from Sherpa and Sherpa's there. Squizzle.
Oh, squirrel. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sherpa.
Yeah, I miss Sherpa.
I came late to the party with Sherpas, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it was about 6-7 weeks before he died.
Yeah, it wasn't very long at all.
Yeah. I still miss him now. And it's been about coming up 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah,
It would have been.
but I mean, yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Squizzle. Squizzle. Squizzle.
Oh, okay, we're doing it again. Get
Yeah,
on to the next one.
Okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, there it is. Oh, God, me back.
Oh no.
Yeah, that just knocks me off the thingy. So, yeah, let's get back. How do you pronounce this band, Lisa?
I was trying to figure that out too. I was doing.
It is a sort of like a Celtic name.
I was thinking Saor.
So,
Saor.
yeah.
Saor.
Saor, yeah.
Saor?
Yeah, they are from Scotland.
Yeah.
And
So,
it's Gaelic.
Yeah, they're Caledonian metal. So
Yeah. With black metal. With black metal. With black metal. Oh yes. Oh yes. So yeah, well, the only thing I can actually, like I said, it's sort of like Caledonian metal, sort of like folk with black metal. That's the only way I can actually think. Because especially with this song here, amidst the ruins. So drums start off, and in your face. And you soon, when I sort of like review a band, I don't look at any external sort of like links or anything. I don't check them out. I just focus on the music first. And when I first heard the drums off this, when I first started, I was like thinking technical death metal there, especially with like the way the drummer was actually like not only with the bass drums, but with like the actual with the toms and the other drums and everything. I was like thinking, this is a bit like technical death metal, or technical black metal, because it's had that sort of like blast beat on the drums in certain parts.
Yeah.
But on the slower parts of the song, it's sort of like it's very subtle on the slower parts of the song, and it's just over a 12-minute song. This it's over we're over 12 minutes.
12 minutes 51 seconds.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like it's sort of like this song really takes you on a journey. On this song, because it's sort of like you got like sort of like black metal, then you got your folk metal, then you got your sort of like Caledonia is part of is an area in Scotland, and it's just like it takes you sort of like takes you on the journey with this, especially like going like the black metal, like you said. The bass is really good on this and adds another dimension on this because it works well with the drummer on this. It's like it's got that fast pace, but it also got that slow, melodic sort of like touches in the, especially in the slow parts. Oh god, the guitars on this are like absolutely insanely good on this. Especially with like the riffs and the solos, which lit the song in a big way. And what made it absolutely brilliant is the flute and the bagpipes.
Yeah.
You don't hear many especially. Yeah, I know AC/DC did put bagpipes in, especially with like the Bon Scott era of AC/DC. But you do hear them, but you don't hear that much of in metal with the bagpipes in. Same with with the saxophone. In like especially in black metal, you don't necessarily hear the saxophone. It's like so.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, I've listened to some bands who use a saxophone and saxophone in black metal, sort of like experimental jazz fusion, technical black metal, and that's a mouthful. It's it's weird as hell. It's literally weird as hell. Listening to jazz fusion and black metal in the same song, it's weird. It's properly weird. especially when you're not used to actually listening to sort of like not only like jazz in general, but with black metal, but jazz fusion with technical death metal, black metal. It's just like thinking, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
What their fueled favorite drink is this? You know what I mean? It's like, but anyway, so this song here, the way they did it with the black bagpipes and the flute on this song is absolutely beautiful. They've just done it perfectly on this. So, and it also gives that otherworldly. Because if you notice, if you in the video, sort of like got like the sort of like the fear, sort of like entities, which is sort of like fairies and stuff like that floating around, especially around the waterways of Scotland.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's like, it's a brilliant song, and I love the vocals on this. So especially with like the sort of like the black metal vocals, or the vocal style on this. It's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, good song. Really good song.
Cool. Glad you liked it. Yeah, this is one of those bands that once you listen to them, you can't go back.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's a bit like that meme that I sent you, Lisa,
yes.
about
Blackberry Pie.
Once you go Blackberry Pie, there's no sort of like as she's eating it.
Betty White. Betty White.
She might be.
Oh, epic Betty White.
Yeah.
You can't go back. Yeah, this. I don't know where to go from there. Okay.
Oh,
I gotta just.
Where has this stream gone to?
I don't know. Be professional now. Okay.
I don't know. I haven't looked up the analytics yet for if the stream's still all right. So give us a second. Oh, Bloody hell, we're still green. We're still green.
Okay, this is an epic song. This is an epic song. About 12 minutes, 51 seconds of not Betty White.
Oh God, I miss Betty White. She was brutal at times.
Oh, I loved her. I could watch clips of her all day.
Yeah.
She made me laugh so bad. And she would just do it so innocently. It was just so innocent.
Oh God, yeah. Oh God, my head hurts now. Oh God.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Epic video with some really cool visuals and shots and shots of Scotland. The scenery in Scotland on this video. The composition of this song is amazing. Transitions and orchestration was spectacular. There was violin, cello, tin whistles, low whistles, and the Helion pipes, as well as drum guitars. And amazing song. The vocals are deep and growl, which suit the song well. Lyrics are haunting and feeling in the age of apathy where comfort blinds the eyes. Echoes in the chambers of our soul will rise from the ashes, reclaim what time denies. Oh, just such beautiful, haunting words. This song really reaches into my soul, and I love it so much. The drums was amazing. I like that double kick. Guitars are awesome. The orchestration was amazing, beautiful, and can be heard throughout. Yeah, it was a long song at 12 minutes 51 seconds.
Yeah.
Every bit beautiful though, and had a really longing quality to it. So yeah, please give it a listen. The actual video, it was spectacular as well. Some really beautiful shots of Scotland. Another place that I someday want to go see.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. So, what's your rating?
9.5 to a 10. This is how much I love this song. Like, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was for me. I put him at 8.5, but I'm sort of like leaning towards a 9. So.
Yeah, I really, really love this song. I really, really love this band. So yeah, to me, it's a 9.5 to a 10. Yeah.
Cool.
Like I said, it just
Yeah.
when it hits my soul, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say it's like if you sort of like if you stumble across a song and you sort of like punches you that hard and grabs hold of your soul and say you've got to listen to me and you listen to me now type of which I totally get because I've done that myself. Totally get it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Like it's so beautiful. Yeah. I could talk about them all day.
Yeah.
But we still have one more. We still have one more.
Yeah, then going to one more song, which is Audioslave. Yeah. And then going into sort of like what gigs and Lisa's journey into the wonderful world of Feist.
Yeah, we might have to cut it a little shorter today.
No, yeah.
Have to go to the store.
Yeah. So let's go on to the last song for the segment anyway, which is Audioslave. So what's your and the song Like a Stone. So I'll go on this one. Love the drums on this. It was really good sort of like smooth pace, like a really like sort of like there was elements of like slightly heavier on this, but sort of like a good smooth transition throughout the song on the drums. Same with the bass. Good, smooth, solid bass where you can actually hear it and you can hear the thing and hear the actual the bass, and it works well with the drums as well. So I totally loved it. And there's some really, really, really cool riffs on the guitars on this. And there was a really sweet solo about 2/3 of the way through, round about there, which was really sweet. That little there solo there, and God bless Chris wherever you are. He did some really, really, really cool vocals on this. Really good vocals, really good. I've been sort of like following his career ever since the Soundgarden days, back in the early 90s. So yeah, shame, and yeah, he was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, he was absolutely brilliant on the song, and his vocals fitted this song perfectly. So yeah, so Lisa, take it away.
Okay. One of my favorite bands, Chris Cornell. He's so missed. He will always be one of my favorite vocalists. Gone too soon. The whole band is amazing on this. The drums, the guitars, his vocals, the lyrics. Emotional and full of feeling. Absolutely love the melody on this song. Awesome rhythm section. This is a masterpiece. To me, this is a masterpiece of music. And thank you to Rodhound for requesting this song. Yeah, it's been a while since I've listened to it, so it got me.
Yeah.
So yeah, Audioslave will always be a 10. It's a 10 for me.
Yeah.
Soundgarden, Audioslave, they'll always be like 10s for me. So yeah, thank you, Rodhound, for requesting this song.
Yeah, pretty much the same. 9.5 from me. It's right up there. And totally agree that Lisa, he's missed. He's missed in a big way.
Yeah. That's the thing, right? People that feel deeply can hurt deeply as well. So Robin Williams, like, he felt so deeply, but that's the thing, right? You have that pain as well. It's like, you love deeply, you hurt deeply. There's always that paradox, right? So
oh god, yeah.
So yeah, this is
Yeah.
Thank you, Rodhound, for requesting.
Oh god, yeah. And like you said, all the links to the bands are down in the description. And and please check them out. Literally, just check them out. We know that not everybody's going to like every single band that we produce, that we bring to you guys. It's everybody's got different tastes. Everybody's got like I don't like it too heavy. I don't like it too soft. I don't like it. You know what I mean? It's like everybody's got their own taste. So all we ask is check them out. That's all we ask.
Yeah, and let us know what you guys are listening to, because then we can bring you guys, different. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Gotta do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we can bring you guys stuff that you're listening to and you want us to
Yeah.
review and stuff.
Yeah. And basically bring to other people to other people who's in the chat who might not have heard of, not heard of a band.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And and if you're in a band, let us know. Drop us a comment in the comment section, and say, "Oi, we're in a band. It's a song, but no links, no links."
Yeah.
Because we want to make sure that all the we get the right links, and the links are safe for people who. So yeah, and we to do sort of like a review and so, or even there's a possibility of getting you on the channel for an interview.
Yeah.
So yeah. So yeah. So Lisa, have you got a couple of gigs while I'm going into the toilet again? Because I've been sucking down a lot of water. That's the thing with, that's what does.
I'm kidding.
And that's the thing. I've been drinking a lot of water, so I'm keeping well hydrated.
Okay, I gotta do my research now. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So. All right, guys. So I do have a few here. Just give me a second. Just gotta pull them up. I just gotta pull them up. And if you hear a cat crying, that's my little kitty. He's going around my legs right now. We have, they call it the Battle Ballads of, it's the North American Tour 2025, round 2 of Tyre. And I believe it's Aether Realm that they're playing with. They are playing. It starts in February 13th at Brooklyn, New York, at the Brooklyn Monarch. And they're playing in Bensalem, Pennsylvania at the Broken Goblet, February 14th. Jacksonville, North Carolina at Hooligans on February 15th. Tampa, Florida at the Orpheum on February 16th. Going to be playing in New Orleans, Louisiana at Southport Hall, February 18th. Corpus Christi, Texas at the House of Rock on February 19th. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, 89th Street Collective, February 20th. Albuquerque, New Mexico at the Launch Pad on February 21st. Denver, Colorado at the Marquee on February 22nd. Santa Ana, California at Constellation Room on February 26th. West Hollywood, California at the Whiskey A Go-Go. Love that name. February 27th, they're playing there. Roseville, California at the Goldfield Trading Post, February 28th. Salt Lake City, Utah, Metro Music Hall on March 2nd. Colorado Springs, they're playing at the Black Sheep on my birthday, March 2nd. Lawrence, Kansas at the Granada on March 3rd. St. Paul, Minnesota, Amsterdam Bar and Hall on March 4th. And Joliet, Illinois at the Force is that the Forge or the Force? I think it's the Forge. March 5th. So yeah, that's their Battle Ballads North American tour with Tyre and Ether Realm. Yeah, so let's see here. European Blood Dynasty Tour 2025. Arch Enemy with Alluviate. I can't pronounce it. Amorphous Gatekeeper. So yeah, they're starting their Blood Dynasty tour starting in October of next year and at Stuttgart. So yeah. You're back.
I'm back. Yeah. So cool. Some
Yeah.
cool bands there. What's coming up on the channel? Next week we've got 3 interviews starting on the 17th at 7:30 p.m. UK time. I'm going to be talking to someone I haven't spoken to in 3 years. They are in a band called Super Burner. They are going to be putting out a new album next year. So I'm going to get them on to talk about it, and I'm going to be try and get to their launch party for the new album early next year. So it'd be around. I think he said February, I believe. So hopefully I might be able to get that to report back for that for Super Burner. Then on the same day at 9 p.m. we've got a Portuguese band called Yellow Dog Conspiracy, which I've been certified for about a couple of years now. It's a good band. Then on the 18th, we've got an Indian band called Mannequin. That's going to be at 4 p.m. UK time. I know it's because of time difference. So I've literally had to like adjust the time, because normally I do at 9 p.m. UK 9 p.m. But I adjusted to do for the time zone. So he's another I've been for a couple of years now. So I finally got him on to do an interview, and hopefully, but I might have Steph the Old Nerd on sometime next week. So watch his space. Watch his space. So hopefully, fingers crossed, you might come on at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to work out a few dates for the time and days and times, and obviously she's busy with her own channel and so on and so forth. So it's just like trying to work out the time and date.
Yeah.
And I'm also working on a couple of others interviews. So watch this space.
Mm-hmm.
What's on? And I've also got another interview. Right, I've got another interview at on the 9th of January at 9 p.m. UK time. We're going to get Obsidian Resurrection back on to talk about the band's album going to be released on the 10th of January.
Cool.
So yeah, and and also I'm trying to get a band on called Black Rose back on again, because it's been a while since I did a interview with them. So I want to get Baz and Fixin on from Black Rose on. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what's coming up. That's what's coming up on the channel in the coming 3 weeks. So
Cool.
and we will let you know. Keep an eye on the socials about on the 28th of December. We've got to arrange. We don't know if it's going to happen because it's in between Christmas and New Year, so we've got to sort something out with that. So moving on to the next subject, which is the wonderful world of Feist and the gorgeous Lisaboo's journey. So
I finished it. Well, I finished it a few days ago, but see, 4 days ago. But I'm waiting. I have to wait for my next book because, like I was saying, Postal is on strike. Hopefully, they're talking. The labor minister was saying that he's having to step in, so it might be back up by next week. But I have to wait for my book. So, because the couriers even are just swamped, right? So yeah, I did finish the book. Yeah.
Well, what do you think?
Well, I actually wrote down some stuff. I was actually pretty sad. I was pretty sad by the end of this. One, because two characters are no longer. But I'm not going to say who. But it was an emotional ending. Let's put it that way. And interesting that what I thought maybe would happen was actually more dramatic than I thought was going to happen. The scale was like beyond epic, beyond what I thought. And you had mentioned something about that too, like like, are you kidding me? Like, did you just do that? He went there.
He went there. He went there.
I knew he was powerful, but wow, let's just say that.
God,
and I want to know. I wrote down things I want to know if anything remained. There's dust, there's whatever, but is anything left? And I thought about the family markers, like the Natami, the markers, right? That if you have read Mistress of the Empire, Daughter of the Empire, you'll know what the Natami markers are.
The spiritual.
So yeah.
It's
okay, Astrid. Thank you for coming. It's okay. Have a good night.
Thank you for coming there, Astrid. It is getting on for what, 12:30 your time in the Netherlands. So thank you for coming. You're always welcome here. Catch you later, Astrid.
So yeah, I right away when I was thinking about all the stuff happening, that's what my mind went to, right? Is like what happened to them. And the Choja. Because Mara, right? I feel like this lump in my throat.
It's part of the world, part of the earth. Like they said that it's like when I think it's either Poke or no, it wasn't. It was it Poke or Magnus, or was it? It's basically said that we are part of the earth. we are part of this planet.
Yeah, because they were there before anything. So yeah.
And like I said, Pug went there, and Pug went there, and then some. It was unbelievable what he did. It was unbelievable. You just like thinking when I said when you read what he did, you just like thinking, did he just do that? No, he can't. He couldn't have. He couldn't have.
Yeah.
When you reread it again, yeah, he did. He did. And it's sort of like
heading up to that though. I knew something. Like I knew it was going to be not like
it wasn't just a couple of card tricks.
no,
But no, it was
in that part too. Like we'll talk later.
yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want to give away anything for people watching, because we want you guys to read these books.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, that part of it just
Yeah.
yeah.
It's sort of like come to the conclusion it hadn't been done, but it was brutal. It was brutal the way he did it. But like I said, it's like he's it's sort of like how was it? It sort of like does do have a discussion in the series. Good sometimes does have to do evil things, and evil has got to do good things.
Yeah. Well, it's a balance, right?
It's a balance. Yeah, it's like it's like with it's sort of like the power of three. It's the power of three. It's like with like just the skills of justice. You've got the skill. Obviously, if you've got the woman, you've got the blind justice standing in the center, holding the skills. It tips either way to basically to maintain the balance. Basically,
yeah.
It's like because if you don't have the balance, nothing will survive. If you know what I mean. It's like it's. I try to explain to people. You can't have day without night. You can't. You can't have like there's a left and there's a right. There's a front and a back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's you can't have one without the other.
Well, if you didn't have dark, you wouldn't know what light is.
Yeah,
right?
and vice versa.
Yeah. So. Yeah. And it's like there's a lot of that in these books and stuff where there's, you know, like the balance, right? And if it tips one way, the other side has got to go, you know, like it's got to, there has to be, you know, action and reaction, right? So, and that's the thing, like if he writes like in a scientific way, like that energy is not, it just went somewhere else, right? Because it's never truly gone.
Destroyed.
It just goes,
gets changed.
Changes form, right? Like it doesn't. Yeah. So I'm wondering. I want my book to come back. So, and at the end of this one, it had like, you know how like sometimes like they'll have the basically the start of the next book, so it kind of hooks you in.
Yeah.
I don't need to be hooked in. I'm already.
It's going to be the next book is going to be sort of like the next few books are going to be especially until well, I won't spoil it for you. Yeah, because I won't spoil it. No, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I will say is you're going to be thinking, why? Feist, why?
I got my fortune cookie.
Cool. Sweet.
I'm gonna open it. I'm opening it. I got these to do. So I don't want to forget, right?
Yeah.
Use your talents. That's what they are intended for. Woohoo! Okay. Numbers 9, 12, 16, 32, 34, and 38. So if you win,
We want 10%.
yes. Hope I'm gonna play. I might just play them too. I gotta use my talent.
Yeah.
That's what they're intended for.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know why, but I just don't know why, but my mind just went into the gutter.
Not a big
Hey.
surprise. Not a big
No.
surprise.
Hey.
Yeah, I think it's time.
Yeah. Anyway, it's getting for right. It's after 11:30 here, so
Yeah.
and let's get to the store and everything. So we're going to start wrapping things up. So yeah. I think that's it. I think that's everything we've got to discuss. We're discussing everything. So
I know.
Yes, it's giggle time. Yeah, I'm trying to stay professional here, but I'm feeling fast. Feeling.
I try to, like I said, I pull it together to be professional, but sometimes you just gotta let it out.
Oh yeah, let it all out.
Yeah. Yeah, birds.
Yeah. Oh good. Oh no, better not say that. Anyway, be professional. Anyway, but yeah, we're going to start wrapping things up here. And if you like we said earlier, go check out Carbon Black. They are an amazing band. And it's brilliant band. And if you liked if you want to check out the bands that we reviewed today, all 8 of them, please go check them out as well. All the links are in the description. And yeah, like we keep saying, we know that not everybody's going to like the songs that we chose this week. So it's and let us know in the comments section what bands that you did like from today. And if you want us to check out any of the bands, please say, "Oi, Ell, Lisa, we know a band. Check this band out with the Pacific song," or give us like a free rein. Or if you're in a band, you can email me at projectmmusic@2015@gmail.com, or you can get me over on Instagram at Project Metal Music. Those are the two easiest ways you can actually get me on. And check out Lisaboo's store there at Blue de Bell X Studio over on Etsy. So yeah. And Lisa, any final words?
Well, be good to one another. Be kind. You know, this world has too much hate. We need more love in this world.
Yeah.
So be kind to one another, and please don't drink and drive. That's the season coming, you know, like there's so many parties and stuff. Just please don't drink and drive, and get a cab, get an Uber, stay the night, stay at a friend's place. Yeah, and make sure to watch your drink. We always say, like, just be careful with your drinks. Don't leave them about. Even if it's with a friend, take it with you. They could step away. Always go with a friend if it's able. Just be safe out there. We want you guys to be back for next week. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, don't drink and drive. It's a full-on dick move. It's not funny. It's not clever. It's not smart. We've, myself and Lisa have seen way too much.
Yeah.
We've seen the aftermath, and it's not pleasant.
Yeah. And don't get into a vehicle where that person's been drinking.
No.
That's please don't do that either. Just say thank you. I'll get a ride, you know, and
Yeah,
get a cab or,
yeah. Just say I've got. I'm waiting for a taxi, or a friend, or friends picking us up.
Yeah.
But and with the drinks, I've seen it because I've worked in the bars, and it's if you stepped away or looked away for a brief second, and you look back and you think your drink has been tampered with, don't touch it.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the staff members in the bar, club, or wherever you are, and say, I'm not sure about this drink. This is my drink. I'm not too sure. I looked away. Looks like it's been tampered with.
Yeah.
They will sort you out. And if you do think you have been, you think, and you still sort of like, I know some of the stuff that can fast acting, but try and get the attention of the staff. They know what to do.
Yeah.
They should know what to do. So it's been So stay safe out there. We want you back here. We want you back here, safe and healthy.
Yeah.
Have a bit of fun in the chat. Have a bit of a laugh like we normally do.
Yeah.
Watch brilliant bands that go on here. So and so until next time, guys, as we start to sign off because it's getting on for. It's been a long day. So until next time, guys, we'll catch you all later.
Love you guys.